Hello, everyone. This is another episode of Weight Watchers with Will. This is actually the first day that I was on my diet, and it was actually a very long day because it was also my first Weight Watchers meeting. So this morning, I got up really early. Our meeting is the first one on Sunday morning, so it's an early morning one. A lot of people show up though. It's like you could typically have a meeting of about 40 people, so it is well attended. So I was one of the first people there to get situated. I got my way in. It was about what I thought it would be, unfortunately. So they gave me this book here. It says success story on it, and January 27th, 2019. Today was my enrollment date. 54 points is what I'm allowed each week, plus a daily smart points. A weekly smart points budget of 42 points. So if I go over those, 54 points, then I could take a few of those weekly smart points to kind of help me out. You're going to have those days where you're going to eat a little bit less. You're going to have those days where you're going to eat a little bit more. Unfortunately, today was one of those days where I ate a bit more. Weekends are very, very tough for me, mostly because it's like my weekends are kind of unregimented. I see friends, I see family, and unfortunately, my friends and family really like to eat. So one of the things that happened was after the Weight Watchers meeting, met up with some friends and family, and they went to Perkins. I thought they were going to go to a diner, which I had a bit more of a meal plan ready, but they went to Perkins, and the options aren't that great, but I wasn't that great either. So I'll just go through the rundown of what I did today. Points-wise, first day, I did go over my daily points, and I did have to take some of my weekly points. Again, I'm not too worried about this though, because again, weekends are very, very difficult for me. Tomorrow's work, and that should be a lot easier for me to meal prep, plan ahead. I won't have all this free time where I could be cheating on my diet. So let me just go through the day. Got it written down on a sheet of paper here. So it was a late breakfast at Perkins, and I had corned beef hash and eggs, and that was 16 points, which came with Homestyle potatoes. That was 7 points. They also ran a special, and it came with Buttermilk pancakes, and that was 19 points. Good news, though, I was easy on the syrup. I was very self-conscious of the syrup, thank God, and I only used 2 ounces, but syrup is nothing but sugar. Weight Watchers punishes you on sugar and saturated fat, so I got hit with 8 points on the 2 ounces of syrup. Because it was a late lunch, late breakfast, I didn't have any lunch. Just drank water throughout the day, and for dinner, we had some leftover pizza, so that was another bad thing. I had 3 slices of plain pizza. Now, that's a total of 70 points. That's 16 points over, so I took 16 out of my 42 weekly points. So, not a great day, but this is still actually better than what I've been eating. The points are bad, but the portions were smaller than what I've been eating. Another thing is I also stayed away from soda completely, and I've been really abusing the soda. That's kind of been like a crutch for me. It's like an ice cold can of Coca-Cola is something I look forward to and enjoy. So I stayed away from that entirely, and just had water, lemon water today. And I think, if I take nothing else away from this day, it was the fact that I did stay away from those sugary drinks. So it also took a lot of the calories and sugar that I would have been eating otherwise out of my diet. So 70 points, tomorrow will be a better day, and as long as I stay within these weekly parameters, I'll be all right. Now, something that I can do is I could work out a little bit and gain some activity points to offset some of these, using some of these weekly points. that's something I'm definitely going to do in the future, maybe next week, but I don't want to overwhelm myself too much. When I started diet, I have a habit of just piling on all these responsibilities way too quickly, and then I get burnt out. I lose a ton of weight, I get burnt out, and I gain it all back very quickly. So I don't want to do that at all. So next week I'll focus a little bit more on exercising, walking, elliptical, maybe some weights. That's a possibility too. But I'll save that for next week. This week, what I'm focusing on is my diet. I'm also going to be. I mentioned in that first video that I did that I want to take on some very positive habits, and again, I'm starting very slow this week. One of the positive habits is I just want to keep up on the maintenance of my beard so I don't look like one of the cavemen from the Geico commercials. So that means trimming up here, means trimming down here, keeping everything combed and immaculate. It looks, I like the way it looks now, and that's the way it should look. So I'm going to be on that. I'm not going to let things get too overgrown. And another thing I want to do is I feel like I carry a lot of baggage with me, things that I'm supposed to do that, I never get around to it for some reason. So one of the things on my to-do list was actually to set up a computer in my room that I've had laying around since I reorganized a few things. So I want to get that set up because it's also going to help me make better videos for this channel. So that's my to-do list. Again, maintaining the beard is going to be my habit of the week, and we'll go from there. But I didn't start off with a bang, but I didn't start off with a bust either. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. And actually, doing this video now, something I realized is I never really went over what Weight Watchers is exactly to some of the people that don't know or aren't familiar with the program. So I think tomorrow's video is going to focus a lot on that. I'll also give you an update on what I've been doing as far as food-wise and stuff. So that's where we are. Please feel free to comment below. I'd love to answer any of your questions. I actually started an email specifically for this channel. It's will.weightwatchers@gmail.com. So if you have any questions that you don't want to post publicly for any reason, feel free to send it over that way. If you like this video, please subscribe or like below. Not to bring out the prop again, but ring that bell below if you're interested on being notified of these videos. Again, I'm going to try to do them daily. So that's pretty much it. Went a little bit longer than I hoped, but today was a good start in the right direction. So I guess I'll see you again tomorrow, and I wish you all the best on your diet or whatever health plan you're working on, and keep on keeping on. Take care.